It's time for Around the Ozarks News, sponsored by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Advanced Car Care, Smouse Brothers, and United Plumbing. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
Hey there, good morning to you on this Monday. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. It was a wet one, that's for sure. A lot of rain around the Ozarks this weekend, but keeps that grass green and give you something to do to mow it, right? That's certainly true in my case. Sarah was out of town over the weekend with the girls at a big triathlon in Wisconsin. She will be back with us tomorrow morning. In the meantime, I have some news to tell you about. There's a lot going on. Two men from Chile in this country illegally are accused of operating a multi-state burglary ring. They are now behind bars in Greene County after being arrested here in the Ozarks. Investigators say the illegal immigrants targeted upscale homes across several states, including using online maps to select neighborhoods and then steal cash and jewelry. Authorities tracked their SUV through southern Missouri before they were eventually caught in Howell County during a foot chase. Both men face state and federal charges, with additional cases possible in several states. A major new resort development is on the way to Branson. The former Red Lion Inn on West Highway 76 is being transformed into Margaritaville Vacation Suites in Branson as part of a $30 million redevelopment project. The first phase is expected to be finished by the end of this year. It will feature more than 100 extended stay suites by the time the thing is completed. Also down at Table Rock Lake, the water at Ants Creek Campground is off limits until further notice. Routine testing found elevated levels of E. coli in the water. Warning signs are posted. The beach will remain closed until follow-up tests show the conditions have returned to safe levels. The Logan-Rogersville School District is being sued by a student who claims he was injured by a chemical fire on school property last year. The suit alleges the district failed to remove or warn students. The boy reports suffering burns to his face, neck, hands, and arms. The district is not commenting on pending litigation at this point. Greene County Commissioners are expected to make a decision today on a controversial rezoning request near Willard. That proposal would open the door for a large residential development west of Central Elementary School there. Some residents have raised concerns about traffic, infrastructure, and the city's ability to handle future growth. The final vote is scheduled for 9:30 this morning at the historic courthouse in Springfield. Greene County Commissioners making that decision. After years of operating out of temporary locations, Crosslines Community Outreach has opened a permanent emergency shelter for homeless women. The new emergency shelter on East Division Street provides space for up to 50 women per night. The $4 million facility offers private sleeping pods, showers, laundry facilities, and access to support services for the women who stay there. Safe to Sleep has served thousands of women since its founding in 2001 and doing good work over there, so congratulations to them. Andy's Frozen Custard is reconsidering plans for a new corporate headquarters in Springfield. Interesting. The company says rising construction costs have forced it to explore some other options, including buying an existing building or possibly moving headquarters to Kansas City, which would be a pretty big deal for Springfield. Proposed East Springfield office project remains under review, so it's not canceled, but the company says there are no final decisions that have been made to this point, so stay tuned there. We're hoping Andy's will stay right here in Springfield. The Foundation for Springfield Public Schools has launched its annual Grant SPS fundraising campaign. Happens every summer. The goal is to raise $300,000 by the end of August to fund teacher-led projects across the district. Last year, the foundation awarded $300,000 in classroom grants, but received, get this, received more than twice that amount in requests from teachers. So there's a big need there, clearly. The Missouri State Bears baseball season has sadly come to an end. Did so over the weekend. The Bears were eliminated from the NCAA Lawrence Regional Saturday with a 5-1 loss to Northeastern. Missouri State finishes the year with 34 wins and its first NCAA tournament appearance since 2022. So a good year. It's tough to keep it going, though, in the postseason. You play some teams on a roll. You got to get on a roll yourself and have some good things happen to do damage in the postseason. But good for them getting there. This is also cool. The World Cup is starting soon, and St. Louis native Tim Ream will captain the U.S. men's national soccer team in the World Cup. Huh? That's cool. 38-year-old defender. So he's getting up there. He's been in a few of these before. The 38-year-old defender is a St. Louis University graduate. They got some good soccer up in St. Louis. He played on the Scott Gallagher teams growing up, which the Sporting Springfield, the teams here play against these days, and it is a quality program, I can tell you that. Ream has represented the United States since 2010, played in the World Cup in 2022. The World Cup begins on Thursday of next week, and the Americans open tournament play on Friday of next week against Paraguay. So we'll be rooting on the home team. And the World Cup this year spread across North America. So some games in Mexico, some games in Canada, and a lot of games in the United States, including a bunch up in Kansas City. Man, I was looking at ticket prices because I'd like to take the boy. He's a soccer player. And I was here for the 94 World Cup, or I was in the United States. When it came to the United States the last time was 94. And, man, I didn't get to go then because I was a poor college student. And now I'm a poor dad who's sending kids to play too many sports themselves. But the tickets are they're outrageous if you've priced them at all. So I'm hoping they go down a little bit. I noticed that when Messi came with Inter Miami during a regular season game a year or maybe two ago, I think it was his first year up in Kansas City, tickets were expensive. Not this expensive, not World Cup expensive, but I got tickets. We went up and watched him play. Great game. Cool to watch Messi play. But the week of, after I had already bought tickets, the tickets dropped quite a bit. So I'm kind of hoping that happens again for the World Cup, and I'll be able to get tickets at a little more reasonable price as we get closer to the games as they start next week. All right. Missouri State University has announced actor Rainn Wilson as the opening keynote speaker for its 2026 Public Affairs Conference. Of course, you know him as Dwight Schrute from The Office. He's going to speak September 29th at Hammonds Hall. The presentation will be free and open to the public. It's always interesting to see actors outside their craft, to see, can they speak in public? Is he a public speaker? I'm sure he'll do well, but, actors, sometimes you see them on interviews and stuff, and they seem a little stiff. So they're better acting than they are speaking. But I'm sure Rainn will be fantastic because he does a podcast, and he can ad-lib. The historic Gilloy's Theater finally today is bringing back a classic family favorite to downtown Springfield for its midweek matinee. The 1961 version of The Parent Trap will be shown Wednesday afternoon. Doors opening at 1 in the p.m., trivia at 1:50, and then the movie starts at 2 o'clock. There are special combo tickets included with the film, a snack and a non-alcoholic drink, so you can do that. And seniors age 60 and older can receive a free combo ticket with a valid ID at the door. So that's happening at the Gilloy's this Wednesday. And there's a lot going on this weekend as well. So you can check that out at AroundTheOzarks.com. It's a great place, really a clearinghouse for everything that's happening around the Ozarks. You can also check out the other podcasts there. Abby Dyer does Wake Up Weather. That's coming up right after this. And lots of other podcasts to choose from. So check it out, AroundTheOzarks.com. And I will see you right back here tomorrow along with my bride. So tune in for that. Sarah and I will be back, and hope you have a fantastic day today.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet, and Godfather's Pizza. Here is your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with temperatures right around 70 degrees. It's warm already, and today is going to be rather humid, but I think for the most part, it's a dry day across the Ozarks. Those rain and thunderstorms that came through last night have in large part exited the area, and we are in for dry conditions with just a very small chance for a little pop-up spot shower or thunderstorm later today. I really think most of us are just talking dry, warm, and humid across the Ozarks this afternoon. Hard to believe it is June 1st, and we are going to start seeing some June-like temperatures in this extended forecast. It's warm and humid across the region today. As I said, most of the rain and storms that were on the radar overnight. Whole lot of rain for central Missouri and our northern counties over the weekend and late last night into early this morning too. It was kind of a soggy weekend across many areas in the Ozarks, especially north of the Springfield area. And now we are in for a drier week overall. So if you're getting kind of tired of the rain or the grass is pretty soggy, I think the next couple of days are going to help out with that quite a bit. We've got numbers this morning near 70. It's warm. No jacket necessary early this morning. You don't need it. Temperatures are on their way into the 80s today. We will see high humidity, and that's really not something that we've had a whole lot of recently. We'll see high temperatures make their way into the low 80s, but feels like temperatures will be closer to 90 degrees today. So it'll definitely be hot enough to head to the swimming pool. It's going to be a warm one across the Ozarks, and there are many pool days in this forecast. We still continue to see this area of unsettled weather sitting back to our west, and more showers and thunderstorms are going to break out to our north overnight tonight. I do have high humidity in the forecast, but overall this week is mainly a dry week for us in the Ozarks. And it's really not until the tail end of my 7-day forecast that you're going to start to see some rain and thunderstorm opportunities reintroduced into the forecast. So today we're talking about a very mild start. Isolated storms are possible this afternoon. I think mainly that's going to be an issue in some of the eastern counties east of the Springfield region. Others are just going to be hot. We have high temperatures making their way to the mid 80s. On Tuesday, we'll see temperatures that climb again. We're going to be back up into the middle 80s, and I have a lot of very warm days with humid conditions. It will be slightly cooler by Wednesday behind a frontal boundary, but then we have to reintroduce some of these scattered shower and thunderstorm chances into the forecast again. By the time we get to Friday afternoon and Friday evening, we're looking at another chance for some rainfall. So opportunities for rain in here, certainly, and it is going to be a relatively mild stretch here over the next several days. Around the country, what's making headlines? It's a severe risk of weather over parts of the Central Plains and the Central Rockies today. I mentioned that unsettled weather in association with the frontal boundary back to our west. We will also see excessive rainfall over portions of the southern high plains. That is for tomorrow. So there's definitely still some springtime thunderstorm activity across the country, but it's not necessarily for us in the Ozarks as we head into the next 4 days or so. All right, it's time for that Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. And it's about a smell that you may have smelled this weekend. What is the official meteorological term for the distinct earthy smell that often accompanies the first rain after a long period of warm, dry weather? Do you think it is A, vaporization, B, petrichor, C, humus, or D, aerosol? The name of the smell that accompanies the first rain after a long period of dry, warm weather. If you guessed B, petrichor, you would be correct. You know the smell I'm talking about. You step outside and it's like that fresh rain smell. There's a word for it, and that word is petrichor. So congrats if B was your guess. You will be entered to win a gift certificate to Godfather's Pizza for $50. So if you didn't enter this question, make sure you take a guess on this one. What type of cloud is famous for its unique, smooth, saucer-like shape, often leading to people mistaking them for UFOs? Do you think this is A, cumulonimbus, B, cirrus, C, lenticular, or D, stratus? What type of cloud is so unique, smooth, saucer-like, and leads people to mistake them for UFOs? You can let me know your guess and be entered for a chance to win $50 to Godfather's Pizza. That's at the website, aroundtheozarks.com. Thanks to our other sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. I sure appreciate you listening on this Monday morning. Please join me all week. I would love it. We've got some ups and downs to talk about in this forecast, but today it's humid, so prepare for those summertime temperatures. I'll be right back here with you tomorrow to chat about the forecast.